Hello guys, how are you doing? My name is David Hunter and we are doing the gamescom trailer for Devil May Cry 5 and let's get right into it. First thing I want to talk about is the first thing you see on the trailer, which is Nero going to a phone booth and calling um Nico, which is this kind of black gunsmith that makes new bionic arms for Nero, and I have two theories. One is that these phone booths are used for possible fast travel features, and but I'm not sure because games of Devil May Cry were never open world. They were are like all linear. So I do not know how a fast travel future matches into the game, but that was a thought I had. And the second one, which is I'm pretty sure about it, is the upgrade system is done by this phone booth. You call Nico, she comes there, upgrades your weapons, gives you like new bionic arms, or even upgrades your bionic arms, or even you can purchase new skills, which this one I'm not sure about the new skills, because the skills you purchase from these statues in the last games from DMC 1 to DMC, even the reboot, there is a statue in the game where you go to and offer demon blood and purchase new skills, but they might switch it up in this game, or there will be like a mini statue in the van that you go there for upgrades. Now that's out of the way, let's go to the next thing you notice in the trailer, which is the conclusion that there are enemies from last game and DMC 1 and DMC 2. Like you can see in here, this is a Caesar from DMC 1, and I also noticed blades from DMC 1 and DMC 4 in the game. The enemies that Neo fights in the gameplay trailer are from they are new, but they are inspired by DMC reboot. And I also saw some enemies from DMC 2. Let me see, Argono Finis. I do not know if I'm pronouncing this right, but yes, there we all had this suspicion that enemies from DMC 1, DMC 2, DMC 3, DMC 4, they are coming back to the game, and they are. In the gameplay trailer, there are like these kind of Hell Vanguards from DMC 3, not Hell Vanguards, like the normal enemies, the Hell Scenes from DMC 3, and it's really nice. Like Itsuno Sensei is making homage to other DMC games that he's has worked on. The vibe I'm getting from Itsuno Sensei is that he's a true fan of the game. He knows what the game is about. But I do not want to insult the game because I'm really huge fan, and I have a video coming up that explains how much this game has affected my life. But you know that jokes are that so ridiculous and cheesy that you laugh from the cheesiness of the joke. The Devil May Cry series is exactly like that joke. Those jokes, you know, the one-liners, the um like infamous. I had to be I was the one that should fill your soul with light. That's like bad writing or even bad voice acting. But the cheesiness makes the cheesiness is what makes the game good, but makes it this cult status that has right now. And Itsuno Sensei knows this. He understands this, so he put these like trash talks back in the game, which is the next thing I want to talk about. We get in-game trash talks when the Nero does his combos. Like he has like this combo that is the like the, a stringer for Nero. I do not remember the move set. And when he does that, says, "Happy birthday! Come make a wish," which is a really nice touch. And there are also live trash talks when you do the bosses, which I will put in the video. You can see that, or you can just go and watch it in the YouTube. When you are fighting Goliath, you have like a really nice trash talk before the fight starts. Nero does his like, "I'm a cool guy. You don't stand a chance. You're going down, and I'm just going to feel awesome while I'm doing it." And the demon says, "No, I'm the bigger guy. I'm gonna crush you." Blah blah blah. And the trash talk is back, but it's not just like in the cutscenes. When you're fighting the demon, demon trash talks you, and Nero just responds to that with his own trash talk, which is like a really nice touch. And when you transit in the different stages of the boss fight, you really understand that you're overpowering the guy, and you feel awesome about it. And we come to the cutscenes. The cutscenes are back, which is really good. I mean, I'm gonna do this right now. Let's compare trash talk of Dante against Succubus with trash talk of Nero versus Goliath right now, and you guys will judge who's the better one. And I mean, let's just watch this.
So you must be the secret ingredient.
Who are you?
I'm your prom date, you ugly sack of shit.
Who the fuck are you?
You missed it. My name, by the way, is Dante.
Dante, son of Spada and Eva, the
Yeah, but you can call me Dante the Demon Killer. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
You want to kill me? You can't kill me. I'm 1,200 years old.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Somebody call a doctor?
I wasn't expecting any survivors.
Sorry to disappoint you. Hey, you happen to see a guy around here? About this big, uses a cane? I was supposed to meet him. Did you snack on him?
Your bloodshed. is a very precious sacrifice. Eating you would do me no good. I must have every last drop to rule the underworld as king.
King? You? I don't know. I mean, you're a big guy and all, but you seem more like a knuckle-scrapping fart in the wind than anything else. No offense.
Do you know who I am? I shall show you the wrath of the mighty Goliath.
Cool trick! Hey, do you do parties?
Now, if you excuse me, I have to go change my pants because I just had an orgasm and I peed a little bit, so I will be right back. I mean, Dante, just Dante. He's the cool guy we all want to know, that we all love, and we all know and want to play as. I mean, the dude just turned a freaking motorcycle into double wielded chainsaws. Just leave it. Just let it sink in. I mean, the Dante is a fan favorite, or at least my favorite. But in this game, there is supposed to be the end of the Sons of Sparta saga, and Nero is going to be standing for Dante. Maybe Dante as like addable character later on in the like Devil May Cry 6. The Nero is going to be the main character. You get Dante in the special edition or something like that. But Dante is done. The Nero is going to be the new main protagonist of the Devil May Cry series, which I'm really happy about now. In Devil May Cry 4, they tried this, but because the Nero looked like a cheap clone of Dante and Virgil, it didn't feel light because the game was rushed in and Nero didn't have a personality. But in Devil May Cry 5, he is the main protagonist. You start with him, and they can really give him personality. And we know Virgil is back. Definitely, Virgil is back. And Nero and Virgil can have like this father-son moments and awkward father-son moments because he took his arm, like ripped it out of his body. So yeah, the relationship between these two guys, I definitely want to see that in the game. And we get to the conclusion. Conclusion is that the game looks polished, is not rushed like the other games of Devil May Cry series. Might be another Devil May Cry 3. I don't bet on it, but it can be the second best. Right now, Devil May Cry series from best to worst is like Devil May Cry 3, 4, 1, and in another fucking universe, Devil May Cry 2. For me, and I'm not even talking about Devil May Cry reboot because that's another can of worms I do not want to open up. But if the Devil May Cry 5 plays his card right, it might even replace 3. It has potential. But I can say this for sure. From what I'm seeing from the trailers so far, and especially the gameplay trailer that dropped in the gamescom, this can and will be the next best thing after Devil May Cry 3. This is the 100% right. If they play the card right, I mean, I like a lot of things about the game. From what I've seen from the trailers. The only things I have problem with are nitpicking. Like, I don't like how the HP system or HUD system is. It's way too simplistic, but it's beautiful. These things are nitpicking. The combat looks amazing from the trailers. So yeah, the game can be really good, but we have like this kind of hype thing for our favorite games that blinded us. Like Destiny was one of the things that happened to me. I watched the trailers for Destiny. I got hyped for it. I bought the game. It didn't do anything for me, except for like waste my time a little bit, and then I just threw it away. The Devil May Cry's are not like that. You can get fun out of the every Devil May Cry game because of the combat, but if they play the cards right, I'm saying this again, if they play the cards right, they can overthrow the master, the supreme lord that is Devil May Cry 3. And let's hope they do this, because Devil May Cry is not really in a good state right now after the whole Devil May Cry 4 and 5. Devil May Cry 5 wasn't really, the reboot wasn't really well received, and Devil May Cry 4 was good, but it was rushed. Let's be honest, the game was rushed. The second half of the game was like copy paste of the first half. Let's hope this doesn't happen. I mean, they have three kind of characters, and if they do this, if I'm going to go through with another copy paste game, I'm going to rage quit the series altogether. And this series is really important to me. So that was the conclusion that I came to. Uh, we have to wait for the game to drop to really explore further than this, or another trailer. I don't know. I hope they do another gameplay trailer, and I really look forward to the game, because there are still a lot of mysteries, like how Virgil is still alive, what happened to Krieg, because the Virgil shouts Krieg when Virgil flips out his arm. Um, they have confirmed this, that the DMC 2 happens before DMC 5, so this and from the enemies from past DMC games, I kind of came to this conclusion that this demonic tree that happens in this town is what happens to be like Hellgate, or like this like Temeni grew, but in a very very larger scale, because the Dante has came out of the hell after, because it happens after DMC 2. DMC 2, Dante goes to hell and has no way of coming back. And if this tree is like Timini Grow, but in very larger scale, it can open gates to all the past enemies, like from DMC 1, DMC 2, DMC 3, DMC 4, and also can be a way for Dante to come out. So yeah, it makes sense. So this is like kind of the plot of the game is all centered on this demonic tree, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to the game, and I want these mysteries to be solved, and I want to and before all that, please, please, please don't rush the game. Do not rush the game. Your problem with the game is that you rush it, Capcom. It's not the story. A story can be really good, like Devil May Cry 3, or even Devil May Cry 4 in some aspect of the story. It was at least better than DMC 2 or DMC 1 or DMC reboot. But if you rush the game is going to get really bad results. It's gonna hurt the game. Do not rush it. I'm begging you, do not rush it. I cannot say this enough. Do not rush it, Capcom. I'm begging you. And with that, I'm just gonna leave you with that. Have a good day and keep on hunting, hunters.